Welcome back, and as you saw on Saturday, we had laid up this door frame. So here, this is Monday, and Jeff's actually in the process of releasing it from the mold here. So there's a little bit of encouragement with the mallet there, and it'll sort of snap free from the mold. And here you can see it's basically been released. So this is the side that was painted white with that sort of primer coat. And obviously it needs to be trimmed because all the flanges there are just rough cut or rough laid up. So we've got a lot of work to do with trimming that and then making the cutouts for the locks and all good sorts of good stuff. So you're going to see that over the next couple of weeks. And this is that air intake lower lip, and Jeff's just trimming off the edges on that one as well. So that one can now be sort of added to the air intake itself, so that can be laid up. So here's the door frame, and we pulled out the fixture that we created a while back that's going to allow us to trim it using the machine. And here you can see the machine's running along here. We have a 1/4 inch bit in there, and it's basically just running a cut there to trim the edges on the around the side. So and there's obviously a bunch of other different paths that need to be run to trim that. So you'll see more of that in a minute, but actually it's coming out fine. It takes a little while to get it done, but we're getting there with that one. And meanwhile, a bunch of the other plugs got their second coat of primer. Actually, this one got the second coat. So that one just needs a final sanding now and waxing and be ready to pull a mold. And likewise with that one. And this is the first coat, I believe, was the leading edges of the strakes there that attach to the doors. And this is the second coat on that first lower right wing skin. So that one's ready to be have another guide coat on there and sanded, and then it'll be ready to be waxed and ultimately have a mold pulled from that one. And this is these little braces there that sort of made up to the firewall in the engine compartment. So that one's I believe that's the second coat of primer that one's had. And likewise this one had its final coat of primer. So there's a bunch of different ones now that are getting close to being ready to pull some molds, so we're back on molds again soon. And here's the door frame, so just rough fit into the fuselage there. And obviously you don't have the outside skin on there, but it's still needs a little bit more trim work in there when I had it in there, but it's fitting reasonably well, and it's going to work out for us. And here you can see what it looks like from the inside. So of course, you know, there's going to be another door panel that covers all that up, and you know, can be covered with a fabric or whatever. And obviously the glass isn't in there yet, but anyway, you'll see more of that over the next couple of weeks. And here's Roberto doing a little bit of sanding here on that plug you saw earlier. This is the one for the leading edge ribs of the tank, and then Zach's working on one of the ones for the back of the straight tank there. So those ones are on the final sanding before being able to pull molds. And here the door frame back on the fixture, and just doing some more trimming on there. And you see we've drilled the holes in there for where the hinge pins are going to be, or the hinge bushings are going to be, and we've got those. They're going to be stainless steel and be bonded into place. So I say you're going to see a bunch of different things going on with that door, and ultimately we'll do the other door as well once it's all done. So here's one of the other plugs. This is one for the upper wing skin, just with a guide coat on there. And here's Jeff's actually sort of dry setting up the door skin for that same door. So tomorrow he's going to be laying that one up and just basically put all the materials out there, so he had it all set up. And here again we're still doing some more trimming. So this is just trimming the inside flange there, and tomorrow I'll be actually cutting some holes and that sort of stuff in that thing. Anyway, that's our update for the first half of this week, and thanks again for watching.